You don't need a college degree to be successful. I mean, it could totally be a waste of time and money.
In this video, we're going to talk about different jobs that the education system leads you to believe that you need a degree for that you actually don't.
If you're new to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Don't forget about hitting that bell so you get the notifications when we put out some new videos. And then in the comments below, let us know if you want to go to college or not.
When you're done watching this video, check the description below because we've got tons of free resources that can definitely help you become more successful as an adult. There's different professional fields like being an engineer or a doctor or a nurse or a teacher. They're all going to need or require a degree, and that's a non-negotiable. You don't need to go to university for 4 to 6 years to get a degree that on average takes 20 years to pay back for stuff like software development or social media managers or real estate or commercial airline pilots or marketing. All those things they say you need a degree for, that's what the education system tells you. But in reality, you don't actually need a degree for those types of jobs. So I don't know why people keep going to college for stuff that doesn't require college.
Our teachers told us to. You forgot about business degrees.
Oh yeah, those are special.
Yeah, you don't need a business degree.
No, you learn about business by doing business.
Yeah, watching other people do
studying
business.
Successful people, learning from successful people.
Crazy. You know, so the cost of college keeps going up. Every single year, tuition just gets more and more expensive. I mean, on top of that, these companies that are requiring these 4-year degrees for people to be able to get hired, I mean, it's becoming harder and harder for them to justify needing those degrees. I mean, people can get learned from all over the place. They can go and do the self-study. They could learn from other people. They can do internships, all this type of things that they could do in lieu of getting a college degree where they can get the same experience.
Over the last couple of years, we've seen a massive shift by these large employers that are getting away from requiring a college degree, and now they're doing more of a competency-based testing of what you actually know or what you can actually do. So they'll have you take some kind of assessment before they hire you to make sure you know what you have to know for the job, or they'll have you do some kind of project to make sure you can complete that type of task, and then they'll hire you based on that versus what you studied and went to college for. That doesn't actually mean you can do the job. It just means you got a piece of paper.
It's a nice piece of paper.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. The growing trend amongst a lot of these major companies here in America, I mean, they're starting to put, you know, a bypass on the traditional university and starting to push their own post-secondary or credentialing programs of their own.
Once people realize that, it's going to be a huge blow to colleges because people are going to realize they don't need, on average, to make $400 a month payments for 20 years to pay off their student loans. Why would you want to do that when you could go work for one of these big companies that just test you based on your knowledge or your skills and then bypass that and get into that job earlier and faster without a mountain of student loans?
Yeah. Hopefully college, you know, catch on to it and then they'll start lowering their cost of tuition and maybe they'll have more people go to them or something because the way it is now is broken.
Some of America's largest corporations like Google, Amazon, Apple, IBM, Tesla, Netflix, all these corporations are getting away from the college degree as a screening tool and then just going to what we've been talking about with the employee-based testing or knowledge-based testing program for a hiring tool.
Yeah. I mean, Apple's CEO, Tim Cook, had said that these colleges aren't teaching what these businesses need, you know, like coding. So they're just starting to do the shift, Apple, but I mean, already half of their workforce doesn't have degrees. I mean, they're just starting, but half of the workforce already is, you know, doesn't have degrees. And they're starting to move towards that, and it's working out well for them. Google has a selection of courses that their employees can take that takes about 6 months to complete, and that helps them get ready for these in-demand positions that Google offers.
Even Elon Musk hates on college. I mean, basically he says that college is for fun, it's not for learning, and it doesn't produce any kind of exceptional person for hiring. So, I mean, what does that tell you? When Elon Musk, literally the world's smartest man, says it's not for learning, it's for fun.
A lot of big companies have dropped that requirement of you needing a degree to be able to move into those higher level positions. I mean, all you have to do is show competency, skills, and experience to be able to have those positions. So if you start off at a lower tier position in like Chipotle, for example, I mean, you no longer need a degree to move up to a store manager or like a regional manager. I mean, some other stores like Nordstrom, Starbucks, Home Depot, Bank of America, they're all following that same, concept of dropping that degree requirement to move up in the company.
Which is actually really good because I've got a lot of friends who were amazing at their jobs and then hit that ceiling because they didn't have a degree. And even though they were the best in their industry, they couldn't go forward because they didn't have a bachelor's degree. So that removing that kind of requirement is going to be huge for people because I care more about the fact that you can do the job than the fact that you have a piece of paper. Before you go to college, make sure what you're going to college for actually requires a degree, because how pissed would you be after spending 4 to 6 years and $50,000 to $100,000 going to college, wasting all that time and money just to find out that the job you wanted doesn't even require a degree anymore.
Ooh.
And that's the way that things are trending. So do your research, look it up. And there, like I said, there's a ton of different jobs out there. There's web developers, there's software development, there's marketing, there's social media managers, there's commercial airline pilots. I mean, there's a huge list of jobs that do not require a degree that the education system makes you think needs a degree. I mean, you can be a real estate agent and they try to tell you that you need a real estate degree. Absolutely not. You just need to get licensed.
So like you said, do your research, make sure what you want to do when you grow up needs a degree or doesn't need a degree, because I mean, you might not need it and then you don't have to waste all that time, going to college, spending all that money, getting there when you didn't need it. So do your research. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. In the comments below, let us know if the job that you want needs a degree or not.
And we'll see you in the next video.